Good evening and welcome to SVG-TV News for Tuesday, December 21st, 2021. I am Rochelle Batiste with the details. At least 12 teachers who have taken the COVID-19 vaccine after the grace period ended on December 3rd, 2021 have had their letters of abandonment from their workplace either rescinded or will be rescinded. This is according to Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, who on the radio on Sunday said even after the deadline has passed for frontline workers, including teachers, nurses and police officers, to get vaccinated under the statutory rules and order number 28 of 2021, once they have taken the job and their post is not yet filled, they can get back their job.
After the deadline, one take the vaccine and your position is not yet filled, I am sure that the Public Service Commission will accept you back, or the Police Service Commission, as the case might be. And I happen to know that, and I spoke in that way because the CPO had also said to me that that was the view of the chairman of the Public Service Commission. And I know at least 12 teachers after the deadline that they have taken the vaccine. And they have sent in their vaccination documents, and those positions have not been filled. And they have been the letters to them have either been rescinded or would be rescinded. I'm talking about the abandonment letters now, because you know under the public service regulations, Lansford, you abandon it after 10 days and you resign your post, but the Public Service Commission can always exercise their discretion in that abandonment. But clearly you would have lost whatever salary in the period from the 19th of, after the 19th of November.
Prime Minister Gonsalves reiterated that the purpose of the SNRO was not meant for persons to lose their job, but to be vaccinated to create a safer working environment for all.
Which I had made. You may recall a few weeks ago, even before the period was out, and some persons said that I should have waited until the period out to tell people that, don't encourage them to any delay further. I said, remember I said that, look, the purpose of these regulations is not to have you abandon your job. It's to have you take the vaccine for the good of your health, your neighbor's health, the public's health, for lives and livelihoods in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And therefore I said that.
The Prime Minister also noted that of the 1,200 police officers in the RSVG police force, only 14 officers choose not to get vaccinated and were deemed to have abandoned their job.
Persons below the rank of station sergeant and one station sergeant. I think there are 2 sergeants in the group and 2 or 3 corporals, and the rest are constables. Now, some of them would probably have decided that they're going to be defiant to the end because I had made that regulation. You understand what I mean, Lansford? So that they know that we're going to get a benefit in any case. But that's their choice, and they made their choice within the context of the regulations.
Meanwhile, President of the SVG Teachers Union, Oswald Robinson, said that there were persons who took the COVID-19 vaccine and were still fired from their job, and the government will be held accountable for this and other actions taken against public sector workers as part of its vaccination mandate. Robinson was at the time responding to a statement made by PM Gonsalves on WeFM Issues at Hand program last Sunday that even if the deadline has passed for frontline workers to get vaccinated, those who remained unvaccinated still have an opportunity to take the vaccine and get back their posts if it has not yet been filled once they take the job. Robinson said this is another trap to push mandatory vaccination.
The Prime Minister seems to be performing everybody's role, right? And I can understand if you have a Public Service Commission that is responsible for employment, appointment, transfer, how is every time he says something, it does happen. You see, I can't trust what he's saying. That is why we have been taking him to court. And in the life of this government, this is the third time now we're going to court. That is what he's going to. He doesn't want to pay people the pension and the gratuity. And we want the workers out there to know that if you're fired and you apply now, all the benefits gone. So it's another trap. And it is just pushing the mandatory vaccination. That is it. Because you're not going to be re-employed without having taken the vaccine. And if it's against your will, then you have to hold.
The SVGTU president is calling on all Vincentians to join them in a peaceful picket in front of the financial complex in capital Kingston tomorrow and Thursday from 1 p.m. as part of their fight against the government's vaccination mandate. Robinson is also asking persons to walk along with their placards expressing exactly how they feel about teachers and civil servants losing their jobs over not taking the COVID-19 jab.
We were told to be our brother's keepers, so we expect that people come on board in their numbers from all sectors of the economy, even the unemployed, the parents, everybody. This is a time that we have to stand up for our nation. This is a patriotic move. You can't watch to see the education system going down in the gutters. You can't watch to see the contribution of other workers in this country just being nullified by an action of a government, of a wicked government. You know, you need to place some value on the service of workers in general. So we need to hold the state accountable for this action that is done. It is wicked, and there's nobody in their right mind now that would sit back and allow wickedness to pervade, you know, to be parading throughout the length and breadth of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Robinson said that this Christmas will be the worst Christmas for the teachers and other civil servants who lost their jobs because of the vaccination mandate, especially when they did not receive a salary for the month. The Teachers Union president said the picket action tomorrow and Thursday is to give the nation a clearer understanding of the suffering being endured by the people who are affected and to continue to demonstrate their unity in fighting together for their brothers and sisters who are impacted by the government's vaccination policy or mandate.
We also want to create even greater awareness as to the government's action and how these actions would have affected workers in St. Vincent and Grenadines, and by extension the different sectors, okay, of the economy. Because when you terminate over 100 plus teachers and you're replacing them with people who have no training, it is important that the parents be aware of this. It is not quantity, but it is quality education that's the focus. So we want to continue to generate that awareness among the populace that we need to stand together to save our nation. You know, other workers in the country are being affected, and their dependents. There are people depending on these workers.
And 2 new COVID-19 deaths have been recorded here, bringing the death toll from the viral illness to 79. The victims are a 52-year-old female who died at home after a respiratory illness and tested positive for COVID-19 on Friday, December 17, 2021, as part of the post-mortem assessment. The patient was determined to have died from COVID-19 pneumonia. The other victim is an 80-year-old male with no underlying conditions who tested positive for COVID-19 on December 18, 2021 and was admitted to the isolation ward at the Milton Cater Memorial Hospital and died later that day of COVID-19 pneumonia. Both patients were unvaccinated. Meanwhile, 8 new COVID-19 positive cases were reported from 70 samples collected on Thursday, December 16th, resulting in a positivity rate of 11.4%. 10 new rapid antigen positive results were reported on Thursday from flu clinics. On Friday, December 17th, 11 new positive cases were reported from 79 samples collected, resulting in a positivity rate of 13.9%. 7 new rapid antigen positive results were reported on Friday from flu clinics. And on Saturday, December 18th, 7 new COVID-19 positive cases were reported from 102 samples collected, resulting in a positivity rate of 6.9%. 7 new rapid antigen positive results were also reported on Saturday from flu clinics. No new COVID-19 positive case was reported from 23 samples collected on Sunday, December 19th. 2 new rapid antigen positive results were, however, reported on Sunday from flu clinics. There are currently 2 patients admitted for COVID-19 at the Argyle Isolation Facility. 1 patient is fully vaccinated and the other is unvaccinated. 10 patients have also been admitted to the COVID-19 ward at the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital. 1 patient is fully vaccinated and 9 are unvaccinated. 12 recoveries were noted over the reporting period. 582 cases are currently active and 79 persons with COVID-19 have died. 5,784 cases of COVID-19 and 5,123 recoveries have been recorded in St. Vincent and the Grenadines since March 2020. Fishermen in the Lomans Bay area are complaining about the environmental impact, waste, and an apparent oil runoff from the power plant of Vinlek is having on their livelihood. The fishermen, who have been in the business for decades, say their complaints to the authorities have not heeded any positive outcome. Larissa Pugsley-Kidd tells us more in this report.
Oil runoff into the sea is a major problem for these fishermen, who said the waterfront is so polluted that it is affecting their daily operations. Marlon Young, who has been fishing since 12 years old, showed us the runoff of waste from the nearby power plant that goes directly into the sea.
Back up in the yard. What up there? I'll come down in here too. Come down inside. I'll walk up down from there. Come straight down. So when the water rush up now, all the oil, back in the water, go down in the water. And like the dry season now, everything in the sand is settle. And like if the water rush, if the water run up a lot heavy, you have to suck out the oil, go back down in the water.
Close to 50 fishermen use the Lomans Bay area daily to fish, and many have been doing so for decades. They say that their catch over the years have reduced, especially within the past 4 years when they began to notice oil polluting the waters.
You would know when the oil boat come here, they move in a hose. They used to pull it on land, but now we see they pull it out of the rock. So when they're pulling it back, all the oil drain back in the water. See, and then they make an arrangement up to the middle tank, but like they never build a tank. So when the rain coming, you could watch the oil coming down.
Why we don't catch more fish here? Because these humbug, the fish burn up the oil. Even though we go in the sea, we smell like seeing these when you come on the show, and that is very bad.
So you know, when the time comes to see the fish, you ain't seeing fish no more, like how you used to see the fish at long time.
The fishermen said while fish was slowly disappearing from the bay, they are still grateful for whatever they catch, even if it means 2 fish.
This is only all, and next will I get one like little bit bigger than this. Well, it's every day with a search. Every day with a search and look. Sometimes we don't catch, sometimes we catch. Go home now, clean it, and slice it and cook it. Like a broth, call it a fish broth.
They walk, where they go, if we catch one, we just catch one, but we don't catch normally every time, so we give thanks to catch one. It's real hard to catch fish out right now. I had to sell it to buy back gas and get something because you don't know that's my job. I can't eat in all the fish them.
The Vinlek power plant at Lomans Bay commenced operation 10 years ago, and fishermen said they have made numerous complaints to the fisheries department and made several recommendations, even to Vinlek. However, this has fallen on deaf ears.
All kind of different fisheries, but people come and check it already. But then I do nothing. They know what's going on. Them know what's going on. So there's supposed to be a septic tank in the oil stay inside there, but everything coming down still.
Well, we never meet, but we go up in the office that time to have a meeting up in time. And here one day, workers tell me that shoulder can't go above head. You know what I mean, you know? I know what I mean. Shoulder can't go above head. You understand what I mean? Shoulder can't go above it, so them can't do nothing about it.
They are now looking for the authorities to see what they can do to help them, as fishing remains their only source of livelihood. Reporting for SVG-TV News from Lomans Bay, I am Larissa Pogsley-Kidd.
Thank you, Larissa. And SVG-TV News contacted Vinlek on the matter, and a promise was made to get back to us. However, up to news time, we did not get back a response. And as soon as we do, we will bring it to you. In other news, the Roads, Buildings and General Services Authority, BRAXA, is scheduled to pay persons who participated in this year's Christmas road cleaning program tomorrow and Thursday. Well, Wednesday and Thursday of this week. The 7-day program, which started on December 6, 2021, saw the employment of over 6,000 persons. This included 500 gangs and 1,000 jobbers who are responsible for the cutting of trees and cleaning of roads in all 15 constituencies. Contracts were also given to over 100 truckers and conductors. The program was carried out at a cost of $3 million EC dollars. Despite lockdowns and other restrictions as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, creative volunteers and committed donors still managed to raise thousands of dollars for cancer care charities and organizations across the region, including here in SVG, as CIBC First Caribbean celebrated the 10th anniversary of Walk for the Cure. The annual event, which normally features specially organized walks in September and October in the 16 territories where the bank operates, including here in SVG, took on a different form based on the prevailing health directives in each territory again this year. The funds generated from walks and walks events, staff activities, as well as donations from long-standing and some new sponsors took the total funds raised this year to just over $348,000 US. Topping the fundraising ladder was Cayman Islands, which broke all of its previous records to raise $125,000 US, followed by the Bahamas, $58,000 US, and Barbados with $34,000 US. This year's funds take the overall amount raised across the region to just over $3 million US in the last 10 years. The funds generated from the walk are used primarily to assist with the purchase and maintenance of equipment used in the diagnosis and treatment of cancer patients. They are also used to provide assistance, care, and counseling to patients and their families, as well as to raise awareness and stress the importance of early detection through education campaigns across the region.